Mugar 200, where speeches are crafted and bonds are made. Over the past 2 months, our class has already learned so much about public speaking from our fearless leader, Professor Mankad. We've already gotten the chance to have such a great bond here at the Arts and Communication class. But we don't really know what makes people tick. What are their hobbies? So join me on a journey to find out some of the voices behind the speakers. Let's go. Rachel is currently studying at the Harvard School of Education, but we all know that she is an amazing musician and that she started from a very young age. I sat down with her for a couple of minutes to ask her just what it takes to be an amazing musician. This is what she had to say.
I started playing flute when I was in 4th grade, but truth be told, I started playing piano when I was 5 years old. And my mom played flute, so I would always get her flute out and noodle around on it. But I officially started playing, practicing, had my own instrument when I was in 4th grade. So.
In your opinion, why do you think that music is so important to society as a whole?
I believe music matters. It's different for every person, but for me, it's a way to share something with someone without using words, but you have this intense emotional connection, artistic connection, and it adds so much to your life. It's, you know, there's a whole movement going on right now, instead of just having STEM in the education world, actually changing it to STEAM, S-T-E-A-M, so that you add the arts. It's not just music, but it's any art form, just uses a totally different part of your brain that enriches everything else that you do.
Minasan, konnichiwa. Hello. 私の名前は南直ジェニファーです。それから今は日本語話しましょう。イエーイ!
Jenny is the wily wonder from New York who has really made an impact on us. But she'll knock your socks off with her complete fluent Japanese. I asked her what was it that actually made her want to learn Japanese and what made her so fascinated with Japanese culture.
Well, when I was 16, I started working at my part-time job at the Ellensburg Public Library, my home village. It's a village. So my last year at my job, I was about 19, and I got this book, The Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. It was in English, but the thing is the book had an opposite side to it, and it was in Japanese. So then a few weeks I started experimenting with Japanese and Chinese, but Japanese seemed to come more naturally to me. So then I started falling in love with Japan because of its language and its written language.
And now I know that you spent significant time in Japan. Tell me about the biggest cultural problem or issue that you had to overcome when you were in Japan.
That's actually a real hard one, but I'll never forget my second night in Japan back in 2009 when I first met my host family. It was about 96 degrees, 100% humidity, there was no air conditioner, so I thought to myself, what am I doing here? Japan's too hot for me, and I don't know, why am I here with this host family? But I will never forget, I'm in my room, and my host brother, who's about 2.5 at the time, flew the door open, and he says, One-chan, big sister, let's go and play with the balloon outside. Like, we played for 3 hours, and I came into that house, and I thought to myself, I'm here, I'm in the right place, I'm with my family. And then
So nice and sweet, Kukai steals our heart away with her grace and her quiet spirit. But there's a Beethoven inside this little lady. I sat down with her and asked her just what was it that called her to play the piano, and how long has she been playing?
I actually
started playing the piano when I was 6 years old. Yeah, but I took lessons, but what I like is to play on my own, and I would be listening to songs and then play on my own more than sticking to the lessons.
And why did you choose the piano to focus on and not necessarily any other instrument?
Actually, I tried many instruments since I was young. I tried the guitar, the violin, and the piano. And what I found out is that the piano hurts the least, right? The guitar, it hurts your hand, and I cannot reach all the keys. And the violin hurts your hands as well. The piano is just nice, sitting down, and it's beautiful. But the downside is that you can't move it around, that's all.
Of course you can. What are you talking about? You can
Let's
lift
try.
this up. Now, tell me about a piano performance that you had back in Thailand.
The best performance, I would say, at my house for my grandma's birthday. It was simple, just a happy birthday song. It was just so happy. Everybody was there.
Oh.
That would be my best performance.
Wow.
Coming at you, the stone in the temple, going so mental. Here you go, you know this beat so experimental. Can't kick it, you know that I can. I got it so Egyptian, the friction, I'm the man. Like, man, kid, shout out to Professor. You're the one that I totally adore, cause you got those Tai Chi moves. When you talk, you're so smooth. When you walk, I wanna be like you, my dude. Here we go. This is a shout out to Shams and to Leland and to everyone in our class. You make me proud.
Jack is a profound, even sometimes quirky wordsmith, but Mr. Dreamboat is also a hardcore rapper.
I'm on this like Onyx, I'm rocking it. This is
My big break was on a cruise ship. I sung some Rick James and became a little celebrity, and then I opened for Big Boy when I was an undergraduate.
Wait, so you opened up for Big Boy?
I did.
Oh my God, dude, tell me about that experience. Were you nervous? How did you make the right raps?
It was one of the best experiences of my life. I felt like my true self was coming out. I had a perfect wardrobe. It was with a funk band. There's the trombone, the saxophone, the drums, the bass. It was so right.
Now, how do you balance your love for rap and poetry and singing with your coursework here at Fletcher?
I'm still working on that. I think when the two unify, it's going to be powerful, and I think it's going to be something like a big public address, you know, with a stadium, and then it will be an occasion and I can rise to that occasion. But until now, it's just a part of myself I keep private.
Well, it's not private anymore. We got it all on tape, man. Dude, thank you so much. Dude. Well, here you have it, folks. 4 virtuosos from our very own class in the arts communication. Now, I would have loved to interview every single one of us because I know that everyone in this room has a special talent to share. But we'll have to leave it to the next edition of Voices Behind the Speakers. Until then, my name is Leland Lazarus, and thanks for watching.